Police just located now 7-year-old Amber Nicklas at a home in Phoenix, Arizona.
This girl is alive and well.
Police were able to track the child to a home in the area. Upon arrival, police reportedly say the girl was found hidden in the bathroom under a pile of towels and clothes.
3 of the aunts had kidnapped Amber back in 2003 at a Chuck E. Cheese out in Norwalk, California.
Amber's name and birth date had been changed, and she was reportedly identified through the footprint on her birth certificate.
This was a team-up effort with the Phoenix Department of Missing Persons, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, and even the FBI.
Nicklas was described as scared by the day's developments, but otherwise in good physical condition.
Unleash the lawyers. Joining us, Eleanor Odom, prosecutor of felonies specializing in crimes on women and children. John Manuelian, criminal defense attorney, L.A. Peter Odom, defense attorney, Atlanta. Weigh in, Eleanor.
I see a lot of charges coming down the road, Nancy, but you got to remember, 2 of the juveniles have already been dealt with. The 3rd one has been on the lam for a long time, but a lot of times juvenile court can retain jurisdiction until that person's 21, so she could still be prosecuted as a juvenile, so that's an interesting twist.
But I don't want her prosecuted as a juvenile.
I know.
I want her prosecuted as an adult.
And maybe they can put a charge which would be treated as an adult, such as kidnapping, so that she is prosecuted. But that's just an interesting quirk in the law that we've got to work around.
John Manuelian, what about the family that has been keeping this child?
Well, they have their rights too, but again, going back to what charges they're going to be filed, she could be looking at kidnapping charges, and if she's looking at adult charges, she's looking at 5 to 15 years.
Why do you have to start every answer with, they have their rights? I did not ask you if they have their rights. This is America. Of course they have their rights. That goes without saying. I am asking you about the charges this family faces that kept this child possibly for 7 years.
Right. Well, again, based on the facts that I have in front of me, it depends on the juvenile proceedings that they're going to have. They could be charged as an adult or a juvenile. They're going to have a fitness proceeding. And under Penal Code Section 208B, they could be looking at 5 to 15 years in prison if they're charged as an adult.
I am talking about the family that had the baby. All right? I'm not talking about the juveniles that stole the child from Chuck E. Cheese, right out of under the nose from the parents. I'm talking about the family that harbored a crime victim all these years, did not allow her to go to school. She doesn't know how to read. Her name was changed. Her DOB was changed. What charges are they facing?
Well, as John says, probably kidnapping, but I want to know 2 things. What are the circumstances under which they got those kids? And I find it curious that they have no paperwork showing an adoption.
Can you answer?
I think probably kidnapping, that's true, but cruelty to children and maybe deprivation, and let's hope the child wasn't abused in any way, because that could bring on more charges, Nancy.